we're definitely gonna have to talk about the Will and Jada situation. They're down bad, you know. That's the definition of being down bad.
I find it so scary, man. You know why I find it so scary, bro? Because like they've got everything. Like, not there's nothing in this world that they can't have.
She can't have Tupac. He dead.
Oh, the money. Yo, you actually cancelled. I said all the money in the world and she can't go upstairs.
that's it. Listen, when you think you have everything, you don't.
Yeah,
She's
it's true,
waiting.
man.
She just putting her relationship on the stairs, but
I think she is.
involuntarily
Like
giving
22
information.
years, bro. 22 years of marriage. And this
Two
is
kids.
the
You've got two kids, right? A whole husband, and your husband isn't
mm,
some regular behind the scenes guy. He's Will
mm,
fucking Smith. You feel me? Like
mm.
he's the guy, and you're
She
still
don't rate him.
you're sitting on the table talking about
Mm.
what's going on in your bedroom. Yeah. I'd stop the show. I'd be there. If I was Will Smith,
Yeah,
I'd be like, nah, I'm cutting the budget for this. Whatever the budget is for this, I'm
bro.
cutting it.
That red table, I'm throwing it over, bro.
Honestly, the red
It's the
table
whole
is just gonna be
table over, bro.
bloody. It's going to be bloody if I have to shop
Mm.
there. You know, like I don't
What
advocate for beating women, yeah, but Jada definitely needs a
mm,
shake. Like, you know, you just
mm,
I'm looking at you now. I'm like, you know what I mean? When you have the crazy look in your eye, like you know
mm,
you're not gonna do anything, yeah, but
mm.
you need to look like if you keep on
That's in
pushing
the
me, I
Uncle
might.
Ruckus eye, bro. Mm. Like I realized she don't rate him, you know. Like the way we rate him, the pedestal that we put him on, because he's Will fucking Smith, like she don't rate him, bro. I can tell you that for a fact. She thinks he's a wassio, bro.
Yeah, she definitely. The only that she thinks
Definitely does.
she's the only does she think he's a Wasio, yeah,
Mm.
but her opinion is what's leading her kids to think that he's a Wasio too.
Astray.
Oh my! Like
Astray,
I'm
bro.
telling you one thing right now, yeah. You see, when I saw that Willow wrote a letter to Tupac, did you not see this?
Saying what? You should have been my dad. What the fuck?
No. Let me tell you something right now, yeah. On everything I love, the whole thing would be finished. Like I'm doing the whole relationship, everything. There's no going back from that. When I saw that, I said, "There's absolutely no fucking way."
Nah. What was the letter about? Like, what did she? What? Oh, my head's gone. My head's spun.
Let me just see. Oh, as soon as you say Will Smith letter to Tupac, over the weekend, Willow Smith. So this was years ago. Over the weekend, Willow Smith shared
Santa
a
Claus,
letter
blood.
saying that she wrote years ago to Tupac Shakur, asking the late rapper to come back so you can make my mum happy. Yay!
Oh.
Yay! Tupac is sourcing women from the dead. Imagine.
Oh.
Do you know how saucy? I want people to know. Do you know how saucy of a nigga you have to be sourcing women from the dead off of Will Smith? It's not like you're sourcing regular. Like, do you know what I mean? It's not like you've got girls sim with you just on this Twitter, on this regular. Will Smith's baby mother is simping for you to the point where her own kids are writing letters saying, "Come back and make." Absolutely no fucking way. Absolutely.
They're writing to Tupac like it's fucking Father Christmas, bro. What the fuck is going on?
I'd have disowned all the kids. I'd have said, "Fuck you and them kids, man." Will Smith should have moved on with his life. Yeah. He should have burned the bridge. He should have listen. There's too many babes. Will Smith could acquire how many?
I was just about to say this. Her market's done, bruv. Her market's finished.
Her market is finished. Listen, her market was. It was August Osina who was on. Listen. She liked people that are near the stairs or
broken,
either up the stairs or either up the stairs or on the stairs. Either way, she's just got a bro. August, I see that. What has he got? That is like, this is it. Like, this is his final synopsis.
bro, he had mental health issues when he came to them. Like, she preyed on a mentally and physically sick young man, bro. Why is this calm?
And then called it an entanglement. There's no fucking way.
Oh,
There's
my
no
head was
fucking way.
gone, bro.
Entanglement. Nah, free will, man, from the shackles that is holding him in this
Yeah,
relationship. I know they try to do that whole thing. We're not a conventional, but bro, sometimes you just have to look at your wife and say, "Shut up, stop
nah,
talking about
bro.
our relationship on
Yeah.
this fucking thing."
Like, even if like I decided to be in an open relationship, there's still parameters like and a respect and like some form of confidentiality is a non-negotiable. Surely, like,
Bro, you can't. I don't care what are the parameters of a relationship is. Talk about who you want to
mm,
fucking talk about in it, but don't fucking talk about me,
yeah,
you fucking bitch.
yeah.
I'll tell everyone. You're taking the fucking piss out
This
of me.
guy's gonna.
You're
Yeah,
taking the
you're taking the
fucking piss out
fucking
of
piss
me. Like you've turned the Fresh Prince of Bel Air into a meme.
into a meme, into a
And
fucking
all I'm
meme.
gonna say
You
is,
put
and that
Arsenal top on this nigga.
the same red table talk that she was doing, yeah, she was doing.
Mm,
It was with Gwyneth Paltrow.
I saw that one. Yeah.
Notice how Gwyneth Paltrow never talked about her husband.
It's always third
Notice,
person. From what
listen,
I've heard.
listen to how she speaks about her. She never said a
Mm,
word. Like it wasn't. It was hella third person, hella
mm,
before she was married and stuff like that. How
yeah.
like Jada's offering information about her and Will. And I know she's doing that whole thing. I'm just trying to empower women. Fair, just shut up, man. Just stop talking about because now what's it? What Jaden applied. What's it for that thing where like your parents are not your parents or
Well, like he's
something like that?
estranged. Like
Yeah,
not estranged. Like he's estranged.
it's something. It's something to do with that. It's something to do
Wait,
with.
hang
I'm
on.
gonna. I'm gonna Google it.
Run. You know, if you want to be, I'll say to my kid, if you want to be estranged, run back the peas that I spent on you.
Yeah, yeah. Run it back.
Run it all back, boy. Run it back.
Yeah, you have to run it back.
Run it back. I'm never signing that paperwork. You
No,
fucking idiot.
you're fucking crazy. Do you know the thing is, yeah, the thing is that Jaden Smith, you wouldn't even be Jaden Smith
He's
if
not
I
even good at
wasn't
what he does, bro.
if I wasn't Will Smith. Do you know what I mean? How can you
Mm,
look at me? How can you even look at me? What
mm,
are you gonna do? Do you know what? Here,
mm.
but don't use my name. Change your name to flipping.
Don't
Change your name. Don't ask me in a
Smith
flipping
Jaden.
reference even. Honestly,
Yeah,
you rap
you
scallion.
Wessia, bro.
Give me
You
back my
fucking
looks.
idiot.
Give me back all the contacts that I'll be.
Mm.
Nah,
Give it all back, bro.
that was it. Will Smith
Like,
revealed that his son Jaden Smith asked to become emancipated when he was a minor, when he was 15.
yo, you'll come back, you'll find everything you own in black bags outside the house. This is what freedom feels like, bitch.
Honestly,
This is what freedom is.
I'll be like, you run now. Honestly, no house, no money, nothing.
Imagine if we did that. Imagine if I told my parents, I want to be emancipated from you guys. Like,
Your dad would have
they'll
kicked you in
laugh
the
in my
side of
face.
the head. He just kicked you in the side of the head and just said,
You
"Dad,
know what I
say that
mean?
again."
Yeah. If you're bad,
Emancipated.
like I'm a slave, bro. Like
Honestly, my mom would have been like, "You lucky we let you sleep in this house.
you know what I mean?
You could be out in the field like the rest of them niggas.
You know
But
what I
I'm giving
mean,
you
bro?
bed. I'm giving you food."
I'm sorry, myself. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Master. I told my mom one time I wanted to run away, yeah, and she said,
Oh,
"If you
gee.
run, you don't think it's not." She goes, "Don't come back. Just keep on running."
Be Forrest Gump if you want. Nigga.
She goes, "Wherever you're running to, just keep on running and running and running and running. But don't think you can turn around and come back here when you
No,
finish running."
it's not that easy. Nah, man. No. Don't come back.
No, listen. I understand that. This is the like thing that scares me. Yeah, that these kids like this new generation of kids, do you think
Different.
I can never look my mum in her face and say, you know what, at 15, I want
Mm.
to be emancipated. Like my mum would have just said, if you can spell emancipated right now,
Yeah.
if you could give me the spelling of emancipation right now,
Yeah. Then you
like
might. Then you
then
might be
then
able
I'll
to get
even
it.
then I won't kill you.
Mm.
If you can say I won't dead you down, but
Mm.
if you can't spell it, don't even come to me with that nonsense. Oh,
It's
like
actually ridiculous, you know.
somebody, like I said, and then now Willow's making rock music, like serious rock music.
I don't even mind the rock music kind of stuff.
No,
Like,
not even like,
it's
but
just weird,
it's
bro.
just the vibe of the rock music is like,
Mm.
how old is she? She's not. She's still young.
I feel like she's like very early 20s, like if that. Because I feel like she's always
She's
just been a
21. Yeah,
youth,
she's
bro.
21.
Yeah, very early 20s. Oh my God, she's my sister's age, spouting that kind of foolishness,
Kind of vibe, baby. Are you coming for the ride? I just want
bro.
to look into your eyes. I just want
From
to
from
smile
I
for
whip
the
my
night.
hair back and forth. That
She
was her
went.
last two brain cells that they shook out of her head, you
They
know.
shook your head.
They
That song
shook
slaps
it
off
out of her
though.
head, bro.
No one can't tell me
Yeah,
that
it
song
did.
slaps off.
It did. She
That
should
song
have
was
stayed in the
heavy.
commercial thing. She would have popped in a commercial thing. Like,
And then even Jaden rapping when he's like, "What you call it? I can't live in." Started record label Misfits just thought,
yeah.
whoa. And then I don't know what he's doing. Then next thing you know, I saw him just doing next kind of madness. I was like, what the fuck?
I heard through the grapevine, aka other podcasts, that this brother was a lip sync man on stage, bro.
Yay.
I think it was uh who's my man whose brand is golf, Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
I heard it was lip sync Tyler the Creator on stage, bro, saying like he loves him, blah 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 blah.
Fair.
These two have hit a hard left. They both hit a hard left.
But
But obviously, like
Tyler's been weird though. Like he's
I
always
find him
been.
hilarious though. Like at the same
I find
time,
him. He's one of the
yeah.
funny people on the internet by far.
Mm,
Like he's not even close. But he's
mm,
also. I remember when he did that video with Elder Sweatshirt where they just took bare drugs and then he started peeling his nails and stuff like that. It's on YouTube,
what?
bro. They did like a
Mm-mm,
music video, and on the music video they put all these drugs like cocaine, opioids, weed, alcohol in a blender.
mm,
Started drinking it, and then they
mm,
had like
mm.
a trip.
Yeah. Nah, that's not cool, man.
That's not it. I just checked
That's
the
not it,
lyrics.
man.
That's not it.
That's not it.
Oh,
This guy's I feel like some creators like they just have a wish to go upstairs early, but they just don't want to admit it.
yeah, I think you know what it is, right? Is that the problem is that you see where some people were like weird but creative weird.
Mm,
Everyone was like, oh, like you know what? Like you're weird, but you're creative weird. It's okay,
mm,
kind of thing. Like it's okay. Like we can make it work. But yeah, some people like for me,
yes.
it just where's the line? Where's
Mm,
the fucking line? Like you see, like what's his name, Prince.
yeah,
Like Prince is weird, isn't it?
yeah.
But
He was very different, but the black community defends him vigorously, bro.
yeah, he was problematic. But Purple Rain, man,
This like
you gotta have taste.
ah, I think that's it. You know, you can't be Jaden and Willow and not have done anything with your life.
Yeah, you can't, bro. You have to have. Let me tell you something.
Yeah,
You are allowed to be as weird as you want, yeah. If you give us the hit, like if you
yeah,
give us
yeah, yeah.
the
Give
song,
us that crack.
honestly,
Yeah,
like I say to
give
people,
that
yeah,
crack.
like moving on subject quickly, like Travis and this whole Astro World Festival, yeah,
Yeah.
bro. If Antidote came on right now,
Mm.
you can't cancel. Don't you open up that window?
Yeah.
Don't you
Hey,
like the underdog?
hey,
Listen,
yeah, bro.
that shuts down. Listen, that shuts down raves. Like I said, the baby didn't have that. So when he said his fuckeries, I didn't
I
even know
was
what
like,
he said.
oh,
I
this
was like,
guy said something like, something about sucking dicks in the parking lot and getting AIDS. He said, shout out everyone, but those people sucking dicks and getting AIDS or something. I was
yeah.
like, I didn't even know that nigga like that. Like,
Honestly,
that's not my boy.
like you only been here for a couple months. Like you need to chill
Yeah,
out. Like I said, Dave Chappelle can make jokes about everyone, but
yeah,
he did
everyone.
quality comedy for years and years and years.
Yeah.
So
Did you hear what Dave Chappelle said though in his special? He said the baby killed a nigga in
yeah,
Walmart.
he said he shot someone dead in Walmart. He said
And no
dead,
one cared.
and and no one cared. But he said
Not
why?
one thing.
It's true though. It is true. Like it's like,
Mm,
and this is what I'm saying. People at Netflix as well, fake. If I was at Netflix, that would be my day where I would shine. I'd be doing everyone's job here because I know when you have, when you're sorry behind, have to walk back into your job, and your boss is looking at
mm.
you like you fool, you fucking idiot. You went
Come into
outside,
my
stood
office.
outside. Now you have
Mm,
to. Now I have to give you your P45 because there's 100 people that can do your job.
mm.
You wassils. But they didn't do that for when them 6-year-olds and them 5-year-olds were doing them twerking competitions on Netflix.
Oh, the dance moms thing. Is it
No,
like a
not dance.
dance?
It was a dance thing, yeah, but it was like
Yeah,
the kids
I
were
think I
young,
remember.
like the kids were like 4 and 5, and
Mm.
they were in like really inappropriate clothing, and they were like
Yeah,
twerking.
yeah. It was
Like
like it was weird.
it was uncomfortable. Like if anything, yeah. Like I never watched it yet.
Mm.
I watched the trailer because I was like, what's everyone talking about? And then I watched. I
Yeah, I
was like,
think I saw it on Twitter.
I like it made me like yeah, I definitely didn't see it. Like I never didn't saw it out. It was definitely on Instagram, and I just felt very
Mm.
uncomfortable. I was like,
Mm.
nah, fuck that, man. Like, I was like, fun that. I'm not even what like that's never coming on my TV screen, and that's bare weird. But no one
Mm.
said that. Like no one at Twitter. I think maybe they took it down after a
I
while.
think the show got cancelled. Yeah, I think the show got stopped.
Yeah, because but my thing is this is that they were still they that got through so many stages to the point where it's actually
Mm.
on Netflix. You know what I mean?
Oh
But now
yeah.
Dave Chappelle makes one
Mm.
joke about gay people, one joke about trans people. Cancelled.
Mm.
Dave Chappelle can't do anything.
Yeah. To me, like the weird thing was not the weird thing, but like I don't know all of like all of like the trans community. Another thing, right? There are trans people that didn't really care about what Dave Chappelle said. Like we need to stop talking about people like they're a monolith. Like not everyone feels the same way about everything.
Mm.
It's only some people. And what worries me about what those people were saying is that they were saying like deplatform him. So deplatform him meaning like he shouldn't have the right to speak his opinion. That's what deplatforming someone is. It's saying like you're basically silencing them. Then you're also saying take the resources that you would give to him and give it to trans creators. Bruv, I'm like
Tell them to be funny then.
bruv, funny is funny.
I keep on trying to
Funny
say
is
this to people, yeah.
funny.
This whole thing, yeah. And like, I even feel this way for like black people, yeah. If there is a clear imbalance, right, in terms
Mm,
of all right, so comedians who are not funny
mm,
are getting money, whereas comedians who genuinely are funny are not getting it because
mm,
of them being trans. Like, if there was a trans
mm,
comedian who was not getting a fair stick because they were
mm.
trans,
Yeah,
that's an issue. Do you know what I'm saying? But don't
yeah,
take money away to give it to people that are just not funny.
yeah.
Like I keep on saying,
That's
like
yeah,
the
very
argument I keep
important.
on saying is that people keep on talking about like how Amy Schumer doesn't get paid as much as Chris Rock for her stand up. I'm saying Chris Rock is funny. Amy Schumer is dead. Is
And Chris Rock has been in the game for 40 years.
bro? I keep saying people, like Amy Schumer is not funny. Like no matter how much people as much, no matter how much as like white people try to force Amy Schumer, like American white people try to force Amy Schumer to be funny. She's just not funny. Like you get it, like it's just never gonna be funny. And it's like
she don't even look funny to look at.
she's just like it's just dead. Like if you ever watch one of her stand-ups, you're just thinking, what a wassel. You flipping wassel. Just give up, man.
What does she make jokes about there?
Nothing. Just fucking shit jokes, man. Just bag of shit jokes.
I feel like it's I don't want to judge her by looking at her, but I'm just even now I'm scrolling through her like her Insta and she doesn't do the things I do, bruv. Like all of her jokes I feel like are gonna be unrelatable.
But the thing is that it's not only that her jokes unrelatable, right? It's that she's just not funny. Like in terms of her stand-ups never do well. Like her live totals never do well. Like she doesn't do well. Like there are some female comedians, Catherine Ryan, the Chinese.
Yeah, I don't find it that funny.
Like they're funny. Like, do you know what I mean? Give the money if you're talking about giving money to women or whatever, give the money to them. But don't
remember what I said before, like some people want like equality of outcome, not equality of opportunity. What we should be saying is make sure that enough women get heard so that we know which women are funny. So we know where we should be putting our money. It shouldn't be like 80% men getting a chance and only 20% women getting a chance. Everyone should get a chance. But not everyone's gonna be funny, bro. Unfortunately.
I keep on trying to drum this home, yeah. And people are not understanding, yeah. And I say as well, yeah, there was a conversation I had recently on a radio show, and it was people talking about, like, people ask me what my top 5 rappers are of all time, right? And my top 10, and my top 10 does not consist of Eminem, right? And people are like, how can you say like Eminem's not top 10? And I said, one, my personal list doesn't.
Yeah, it's a personal list.
As a top 10, right?
Yeah.
I said, I don't feel like I've never had a hatred for my mom, and I've never had a drug addiction. So Eminem's music doesn't relate to me, doesn't click the same. So I mean, I think he has some good music.
Oh yeah.
But is he in my top? Is he in my top 10? And is he in my top 10 most talented either? I think
he's in the conversation.
The conversation, but if I was making a top 10 on what I think the criteria, if I'm setting it as a criteria of top 10, he doesn't make my top 10. And people go mad about that. But this is the problem, yeah, is that you see in certain things, so comedy is one of those things. So like black comedy is a lot different to white comedy. Michael McIntyre is not going to have the same jokes as Dave Chappelle. Do you know what I mean?
That would be amazing.
Yeah, some of the jokes, like Michael McIntyre, but I like them.
It's edgy though.
Like I like them, man. Jimmy Carr, Kevin Bridges. These men are funny, but their
funny.
comedy is funny, but it's not black comedy. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Chris Rock, Kevin Hart, obviously we're talking Bernie Mac, R.I.P.
Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams,
Cedric the Entertainer. They're funny, and but they're also their audiences, black audiences. Same way how there's some like if you master who your main demographic is first, so whether your main demographic is women, men, whatever race, yeah. But see when someone crosses over, yeah. Like who's that white comedian? That he's quite funny. He has the podcast with Charlemagne.
Oh, is he Jewish?
Yeah,
or he's like off-whitish.
Yeah,
Andrew Schultz.
Yeah. So you see when
he's fucked, man.
He's fucked. It's funny though. Like some of the things, like he's quite funny. He's super sarcastic in it. Like he's super sarcastic, and he says it how it is. Do you know what I mean? And how like
Yep.
how he feels. Do you know what I mean? But he says it in a funny way, and he
Yep.
actually does stand up. Do you know what I mean? As opposed to he's not just making dead skits online, and
Yeah.
he's actually like a stand-up comedian.
Mm.
And people are like, oh, he's like top. He's just as funny as Kevin Hart. He's just as funny as Kevin Hart. People push this
It's what you
narrative,
like, though.
but
Mm.
it's people push a narrative of like, oh, the minute one white person is good at something, they have to be
Mm.
they're the best at it. Do you know what I mean? And it
Mm.
pisses me off, man. That narrative pisses me off. Like how if you ask white people who the best rapper is, they'll always they. I bet you every white person you ask who the best
Mm.
rapper is, they'll say Eminem. They listen to rap music, they'll say, oh, Eminem. Eminem's the best.
Mm.
Eminem's the best. Unequivocally, oh, Eminem hates mumble rap. So like I hate mumble rap. Shut up, man, because you got
Eminem wouldn't even say Eminem's the best, and
but
that's a fact.
but not only that as well, yeah, is that people
Mm.
take the thing of oh well, Eminem hates mumble rap, so mumble rap is shit. But when I'm in the
Mm.
club, do you think I'm turning up to Eminem?
You can't play that in the club. You
You
can
can't
never
like
play that in the club.
you
Someone's
think
getting headbutted, bro. What the hell?
you think when you think when I'm lotioning if I like old school
Yeah.
those lotioning babes, do you think I could play
Mm.
Eminem? You think Eminem's getting spun? Are
Mm.
you crazy? Like Eminem is a solitary listen, like do you know what I mean?
That's a specific mood you have to be in.
Like you can't just be
Mm.
you can't just be like, oh, like I'm just gonna, I'm in. The DJ's gonna spin that new Eminem in the club.
Mm.
You'll be like, what have I walked into? Like, this is not club music.
Yeah. I'm getting a refund straight away, bro.
Oh, I'm leaving.
I'm leaving.
Just so if I hear the DJ start spinning too many abstract songs,
Mm.
I'm done, man.
Yes.
I'm done.
Sorry.
Oh,
Have you heard about you remember that brother, that Carl Rittenhouse guy? Is it Carl Rittenhouse?
yeah.
Rittenhouser?
Murderer,
Yeah,
murderer.
bro. And
I
like
did,
I don't want to talk too much depth about it because I don't know like all the different parts of the situation, but like he's on trial like right now.
yeah, I see him forced to tears. I see him forced to tears this morning.
Man was in big crocodile skillibang tears, bro.
Man,
Crocodile teeth in those tears, bro.
do you know what? Yeah, fair play to him. Because let me tell you something right now. Yeah, this is
Mm.
the only reason why I say fair play to him is because he knows he's going to jail in it. Like
Oh, big time.
he knows he killed two black people at the wrong era. 20 years
Yeah.
earlier, he would have bust case. 10 years earlier, he would have bust case. Maybe even 2 years earlier, he would have bust case.
Mm.
But
Mm.
BLM
George
is
Floyd changed it all,
B,
bro.
BLM is here, which means if you're killing
Mm.
black people, you're going
You're in
to jail.
trouble.
You're finished.
You're in trouble.
Before you and your friends could just kill black people all willy nilly
Mm.
and just bust case.
Trayvon Martin, just
Honestly, bro, like
ridiculous,
I said,
bro.
but now
Mm.
BLM, you're finished.
Yeah,
If they slap one racist thing on there, you're finished.
yeah,
You're
yeah. Black,
100 years. And America
bro.
likes to stupid sentences.
Mm.
158 years. But
In Texas, triple
why
life
is it
sentence.
the feeling behind it? Yeah, I'm never gonna serve that, bro. What do you want to do? Serve it in hell?
This guy said,
That's gonna have been in hell.
this guy said, even if we have technological advances and we can now even live longer, you're still gonna be inside.
Man said even if you die, they can't give you life, yeah, because if you die and
Mm.
come back, you can walk free in it. I'm giving you
Yeah.
158 years. If you die and come back, you'll go to jail.
Mm.
Even if
You
you're
know,
reincarnated, you'll go to jail.
wait. What's the technicalities? Because technically, if I had a heart attack in jail and my heart stops, I'm dead.
But that's what they say.
So
That's what they say.
if I bust case,
If that's what there was a trial like
mm.
years ago where a guy said I got life and then he died.
Mm.
He was
And come back.
dead. He was dead for like 9 seconds and then he came back and then he said he shouldn't serve the rest of his sentence because he served
Love that.
life and he
Love
served
that.
a life sentence.
Mm.
But that's why the Americans said fine. 148 years. Die as many
This guy-
times as you want in that 240 years.
This guy said, "I want my 9 seconds back, motherfuckers."
But whatever it is, whatever happens, you're in jail. But no, like I said, he knows he's going jail in it, so he's trying when a man is desperate.
Yeah.
It's desperation. Like, I get it. Like, don't get me wrong. If I was going to jail, whether I did it or not in it, like if I was going to jail, desperation is the best of anyone in it. So I don't like people are like, oh, he wasn't. You can't be crying crocodile tears. Yeah, let him cry the crocodile tears because that's not because he has to cry the crocodile tears because when he goes to
in trouble.
When he goes to jail, the problem is that America has made it so that the prison population is majority black. Now, when you go to jail for killing a black person, and there's people in there with 170 years on their sentence from killing you in jail.
Oh my god!
All that man need is one chance. You know what I mean? Just one chance to kill you. And what are you gonna do? Give them an extra 20 years on 170 years sentence?
On his 3rd day there, he's gonna hear, "I like you and I want you," and he's done.
They're gonna have to have him showering myself. Do you know they're gonna have to put him in solitary because there's no way he's not getting either his cheeks clapped or his head bust open.
Yeah, man,
bro,
he's done that. Is he going because he's 17? So is he gonna go big people jail? I don't know how it is.
The killer, murderer.
And I've got more questions because basically he drove overstate. He drove state lines, didn't it? Like he went out of state to do this. This seems very premeditated, but his mum drove him. You know, should she not be going? She has to go as well. Thank you. 2 birds, 1 stone.
And 2 for the price of 1.
I won't get on free.
Even lock up the person that put petrol in their car. Lock them up.
Oh shit, man.
BLM baby, we here.
Mohammed from the local Texacos and is thinking, oh fucking hell.
You see him testifying. That's what I'm saying. Oh, you see what? Yeah, you know what I love here is when they say, oh, if they give me this sentence, I'm gonna start telling on people. I think the judge should say, yeah, I'm gonna give you the sentence. Start snitching. Like you see when R. Kelly's like, oh, if they give me 100 years, I'm gonna start telling on everyone on the industry. Give him 200 then. Let him give up everyone.
And now double his time. It's like, so you knew all these people and you didn't tell us before. You idiot.
You fucking idiot. How about have you seen I don't know if it's real or not, but someone said that his cellmate drew a picture of them doing yoga together.
I believe I can fly. I would give good money to see it. I swear, I'll pay.
I know he's in it.
Pay, man.
I know this guy's in jail thinking, I had the number 1. I had, on the outs, I had platinum. I had a Grammy. Don't do this to me. I can't even see my kids.
Wait, R. Kelly has kids?
That was the whole thing in the interview. He's like, I'm just trying to have a relationship with my kids. I'm fighting for my life.
You can't have a relationship with any kids of your own or anyone else's. Yeah, this guy's a menace.
You definitely need to be on a register, like 100%. But I was having this conversation with someone before. I think I was having it with you. About do you have a list of people, mentally who if stuff came out, you might not be able to mentally give them up in terms of like, do you know what I mean? In terms of their music or their art or whatever it is they do.
How bad is it? Because Chris Brown, I haven't cranted Chris Brown. I've read the police reports. This guy battered Rihanna, bro.
No, he definitely punched up Rihanna, And to be honest, some people have their opinion on whether it was premeditated. Some people have their opinion because she hit him, he hit her. I don't really care about that, innit? Listen, when man said, he's alright, I'm not dangerous. Woo! Really? You fucking crazy.
Oh, shit.
I'll tell you the truth. Yeah, Chris Brown, that might have been the best thing that ever happened to his career because it kept him working hard because he knows that he has
You
a
can never
whole
stop.
people that want to cancel
Mm,
him. Like he can't stop,
mm.
and he's only been given like I said, there's no way that man that gave us a 40 song album. The album was nearly 3 hours,
It's ridiculous. That's a lot of work.
and then still had singles dropping. I was like,
Nah,
yeah,
this
you're fucked.
in 10 years they're gonna look back at his discography and they're just gonna be like, wow, how did he have like making all this music?
Like I said,
I'm trying to think of like other people who I couldn't cancel.
Justin Timberlake is one of mine.
I had already cancelled him to not cancelled him, but I just don't
What
pay him any
for what
mind.
for what he
Like,
did to Janet?
huh?
For what he did to Janet, you cancelled him.
Not even that, but it's just like I know he's paid his dues. I know he's like given homage to all the people he needs to. But not even 20, in 2008, this guy had cameras, bro.
Oh, fair, man.
Like,
Every white boy had K-Rose, man. It was just they all went through their phase, man. The only thing is this, yeah, this is why I fuck with Justin
yeah,
more than I fuck with other people,
other
yeah.
people,
Because
yeah,
Justin maybe went through his phase, yeah, but he
mm,
never truly let go in it. Like, you know what I mean? Like
mm,
he never like even his music that he releases, that he still gives us like on his last albums, he still gave us songs that was spicy in it.
mm.
Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like it's not
He
like
hasn't completely gone
he
back.
didn't go through a black phase. You know, like
Mm.
Miley Cyrus went through a black phase.
Yeah, yeah,
Billie Eilish went through a black phase.
yeah. Mm.
Justin Timberlake didn't go through a black phase. Justin Timberlake was in a pop group, came out
Yeah,
of the pop group, gave us pop music with a little bit of
spice.
flair, gave us
Mm,
more pop music with a bit of flair, and then just decided to go into his bag and
mm.
say, strawberry bubble gum. This guy was. People keep on forgetting just because, and also as well, there was a period of time where he was just working with Timberland. Of course, his
True,
music was gonna be saucy. Like
true.
Timberland is a saucy producer. Like it's gonna happen.
Mm.
I was thinking,
He's gonna have bangers.
hey, hey, and this guy jumped on the wall. Did you know how he jumped on the wall? This guy jumped and bent his knees. Do you know how to be to jump and not bend your knees? That is a serious jump. This guy just floated onto a wall and was just not.
The camera work was wild.
The camera work was wild back in the early 2000s video. And they need to bring them back. They need to reload all of them. I don't know where they are, but bring back fuck
Mm.
all this CGI shit and like bring back bring back man just
Remember swinging on them ropes that they think we
honestly
can't see, bro.
I was doing backflips pretending that we like he could do a backflip before.
Mm. Yeah, those were the
But
good times.
like I said, and also as well, Justin Timberlake as well wasn't even. He went from being a sideman in his band to
Mm.
being the most
Mm.
successful one.
That's true. Like his career like rise is crazy.
Like I said, you can't cancel him, man. Free him, man. That first album that still gets played to this day, to this day. But yeah,
I mean, I know he hasn't done enough like fuckeries to get cancelled, but he's just not my cup of tea as an artist, innit? Like I don't really relate.
no, I hear you. I definitely hear what you're saying.
Mm.
But like I said, I feel like to say it came out, yeah, that he was like a paedophile in it. Like it came out, he was screaming and stuff like that. I definitely wouldn't buy any of his new songs in it, and I definitely wouldn't
Bro,
buy any of his new songs. But I can't. That first album, I can't give it up. That first album changed my life. You know. What do you want me to do? Unchange my life? Who would I be if if I could just go back?
and that means like a foundation of your life was created by a pedo, bro. That still sounds mad to me.
It's bad, but
Yeah,
bro,
listen, it's who I am.
but bro,
It's who
there was some man that was that was writing to Jimmy Savile on Jim will fix it.
Jesus.
trying to get their Christmas patterned. So, bro, boy to boy.
Boy
Some
to
people,
boy.
as I know some people, yeah, who genuinely, I know someone personally,
Mm.
he's that older guy, who actually like met Jimmy Savile was on like Jim will fix it.
Really?
Yeah, and I said, like, I just came out of it. I said, did he like finger you and shit? Like, did he do any mad shit to
Oh
you?
my God.
And, and he goes, I'll tell you like the God's honest truth, yeah. He goes,
Yeah.
God's like gospel truth, yeah, like gospel.
Mm.
It was me and my little sister in it.
Mm.
I thought, oh, this story's gonna get dark. It's about to get wicked, nigga. Whoa. I was just like, he goes, it's me, my mum, my dad, my little sister. We went on the show,
Mm.
did the show, whatever. We went into his dressing room. It was me, my dad, my mum in the dressing room. We took a
Into Lion's Den.
we took a picture with him.
Mm.
Um, he let us sit in his chair and whatever. Gave us like he gave us like sweets or whatever. He had like a whole tray of like sweets, pastries. Like his runner
Mm.
was like sweets, pastries, or whatever. Um, yeah. And then afterwards, like that was it. He said that was like the beginning, middle, and end of it. Like nothing, like no funny shit. Like I was like, wow.
I mean, I don't think he was fucking everyone. Like,
Like Jimmy's rap sheet is crazy.
it's
Jimmy Savile was
extensive.
Jimmy Savile was he was
Expeditiously in these streets, my
this
boy.
guy this guy was putting in work. This guy did I don't even know how he had a job. He had that many you know when you have that many on your rap sheet, like how where did you find the
Mm.
time?
I heard, like, I watched a Louis Theroux documentary, and he would go to like kids' hospitals, bro. He'd pull up in his car, but he had a driver, I think. He would basically take kids for drives in his car and like do whatever he was doing, drop them back to the hospital, and go on about his day.
Like it
Like
was
for him, that was
just
downtime, bro. This guy was fucked.
that that's what I'm saying. Like he's fucked. Like
Mm.
yeah, maybe Justin Timberlake can't be doing Jimmy Savile numbers in it, but say like he got he accidentally had sex with like a 15-year-old or something,
Yeah.
but it was accidentally on purpose. You know what I mean?
No, not quite sure
Like
about
no, hold on,
what she tricked him or something.
like
And it was
he
like,
15-year-old. He kind
yeah,
of knew she was 16, but she was in an over 18s club, so he cheated in it. I
nah.
think
In my scenario, like he would have to have been tricked, bro. And then like it would somehow come out that like he thought she was 21, but she was actually like younger than that, and like he didn't know. But if
yeah,
if you actively know and you still decide to make that choice, like
yeah,
with Justin Timberlake, like you can get anyone you want, like.
yeah. That's what I always think as well. I think it
Mm.
definitely like R. Kelly was definitely it wasn't about the what do you call it for him? Like it wasn't
Mm.
about the pums. Like it wasn't about
Nah,
just getting gal because he was
he had gal.
bro. He had gal rubbing his chest with
1.4 million gal, bro.
1.4. This guy could have had. Think about it, yeah. Like think R. Kelly was bro. This guy had bump and grind. This guy had
Mm.
the remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the
Out
kitchen.
the kitchen.
It
Mm.
could have been anyone, but
Word, word, word.
he chose that life. Well, fucking what's it?
Like, I'm sure he was troubled to some extent, but
Apparently, it happened to him. That's what he tried to claim in it. He said,
when he was a youth,
yeah, it happened to him, and now he's done that here. But
no, like I'm trying to.
there's no scenario.
Obviously, it depends the extent. Like, it depends the extent of what's happened, how like culpable they are. Like, if they're actually sorry for it, because I know right now, sitting in his cell right now, R. Kelly is not sorry for any of what happened.
I get it because he pleaded not guilty. He said it wasn't me,
Mm.
bro. He's not sorry, bro.
He's not sorry at all.
Like for me, that's a Wasio thing. Like,
Mm.
but
And I feel like no one I listen to would do that.
yeah.
Inshallah. No one I listen
Inshallah,
to.
inshallah. Listen,
Mm.
I listen to some toxic people.
Yeah.
That bro
They're
fight.
killers, but they don't touch kids. Like,
I listen to killers and drillers and toxic
uh,
motherfuckers. Like, how can
yeah.
Brent Fires say? Man said, "When I'm not with you, when you're not with me,
Mm.
baby, I don't wish you well. When you're not with me, I want you crying." You know how toxic that is.
It's only with me you can be happy. Like,
How can Cash Payne say, "Did you miss me enough to drink, or did you drink enough to miss me?" Toxic,
Jesus.
toxic.
Jesus.
And that brings you on to one other point as well. You see, music, yeah. Someone was saying this to me, yeah.
Mm.
Like an old head was like, "Oh, music isn't the same. Like music, like talking about music in the 70s, 80s,
So the world
early
moved on, nigga.
90s." He said, "Oh, it's not the
Mm.
same. There isn't the same
Mm.
feeling." I said, "How far are we willing to go back here?" And this guy was talking about Motown. I said, "Fuck off." I said, "Have you never heard of Mary J. Blige?" I said, "I said, you fucking joking? Did you not hear
Fam.
when Mary J. Blige said that she gave 11 years of her
Mm.
11 years? I sacrificed your friends to leave me at the drop of a dime."
Jesus.
No, but
These
they
man couldn't even like sit on the front of the bus and you want us to make the same music that you had. Our struggles are not your struggles, bro.
bro,
Like,
they couldn't. The thing is, yeah, they were too busy trying to be free. But when we got free, we realized
yeah.
that freedom wasn't free.
Yeah, it's hard, man.
Come on, man. And then I always say to people as well, people are like, "Oh, like look at these shit mumble rappers." I was like, "What?
Mm.
Mumble rap is much better than a hip hop, hip it to the bang bang boogie." I was
Yeah.
like, I said, "There's no creativity."
Oh,
I
that's
said,
actually very true.
Motel Holiday Inn.
There were some shit
Your
songs,
girl
bro.
acting up. Then I bring her friend. That's
Yeah,
you that was getting down to that. That was your
that was a
shit.
jam.
That was like fuck off, man. I said your generation allowed people like Vanilla Ice to make Ice Baby. I said fuck off, bro. Like you had some shit music too.
No,
Like,
I'd rather have mumble rap then. If it was a choice between that and that, I'd rather have mumble
no, fact, 100% fact. I'd rather have mumble rap, 100%. Because Migos, you can turn up to Migos.
rap. Oh, it's a vibe.
You can't.
It's a vibe.
You can turn up to.
Mm,
You cannot turn up to.
a hip hop. But the thing is, like, when you actually listen to like Migos lyrics, they're actually quite smart. Like, it's the delivery isn't like it's not to
The
everyone's
lyrics,
taste, but
yeah. Same with
like,
Future.
yeah.
Like I say, when Future's in his toxic bag,
Mm.
then I'm gonna get my kids back. Whoa.
Yeah.
I'ma die before I let that nigga have my bitch now. Whoa. Damn, Future, like chill out, stepdad.
No, nah, I'll cancel anyone, man. It will
Yeah,
hurt me. It will hurt me to cancel my favorites. But if you've done anything that mad,
you need
like
to.
I just can't. Yeah, you need canceling.
I'm not saying cancel them. I'd cancel anyone, yeah. But
Mm.
I don't know, man. Could I not listen to Trap Soul? Is the question.
I'm glad I don't listen to that like so much anymore. Because when that comes on, when all that starts happening, it takes me back.
You're, you know,
It takes me back.
emotionally, yeah. You see, emotionally,
Uh,
that album was, and then hey,
roller coaster.
a roller coaster. Man was
Roller.
singing a song to himself in
That was
tone.
first year for you, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was my first year at uni when that dropped. Takes me back. Takes you fucking back.
I'm so different. Was
I
that
said,
first year?
don't.
Why do I feel like that wasn't first year?
Maybe it will.
Was it our last year sixth form?
No, I'm sure. I'm sure it was that year when we went to uni, innit?
Let me check.
Like I'm very sure. I remember
2000
like
It was
this to
2015.
that.
So it's just about when it dropped in 2015.
Mm,
If it dropped before September, we went at uni. But I feel like it was a winter album.
100%. 100%.
2nd of October, yeah, it dropped just like uni. That's mad. That is mad.
Just at the start of freshers, it was to break everyone's heart.
Just,
Fucking guy.
it's just
It's fucking guy. I love that about music though. Like I can listen to one song and it can just take me like emotionally, like mentally back to a specific time that I associate with that song.
oh, seriously. Like there's sometimes I just listen to music and I just go back to the good times, like the absolute vibe.
Mm,
Like
mm,
that 2014. You see the man over there. You see that period of when you see the man over
mm,
there, right? Bothered, pluck
mm.
extension forward. Like that just
Yeah,
reminds me.
yeah.
You see summer, like that summer. That was
Yeah, that was a vibe.
every motive could get every motive.
Touched.
We was everywhere. I was everywhere. I think that
I feel
summer
like I
was
spent more time out than in. Like I spent more time out than
bro.
I've
That
ever spent
summer
in my life.
I was everywhere. I realized, I was in
Yeah.
places that I had no business even being in.
Mm.
The vibes. It was for the vibes, purely for vibes.
Like if I had worked, I should have worked like a bit before that, innit? But obviously, like having
What
to
did
do
you
exams
learn?
and that. Huh?
What do you mean?
Like if I started working BD like before the summer, then if I had P's going, if we'd all had like bare P's going into the summer,
Yeah.
that would have been unimaginable, bro.
But
Like we would
I'm
have
glad
been even more everywhere.
I'm glad for that piece because it just made us creative. It made
Yeah,
every motive creative.
yeah. I don't know how I even had like drink, bro. I don't even know if I used to drink going to some of these motives.
I think
Yeah,
do you know what? Yeah, I think a lot of the time, bro, it was night bus and inshallah.
yeah.
It was us getting used to the last year of us having free London
Mm,
transport
mm.
and just super vibes. Oh man,
What a time.
what a time to be alive! What a time to be
What a
alive!
time. I feel like by the time sixth one finished, like a lot of like the stupid dramas we were having with stupid people, like they just didn't feel relevant no more. It's just like, yeah, whatever. Like
You
if
see
you want to
that
be a
day
baby, be a baby.
when you see that day when I discovered that we was like going to uni in it.
Mm,
The wackers that had beefing, yeah,
mm.
they just became like they just didn't exist in my world anymore. Like I was like, you're fucking done.
Yeah,
Like,
word.
that is so crazy.
It's like my world. It's like our world just like got so much bigger, and it's like we didn't even really know. Like it's like, oh right, I'm leaving ends. Like I'm
That,
literally leaving ends.
and to be fair, like T Cobs and Hefe didn't leave ends. They just went to ends away
Yeah,
from
I
ends.
went away from ends.
Leicester is ends away from ends, isn't it?
Mm,
Like,
DMU. Eesh. I'm glad I didn't go there.
if we could have all gone to the
If we'd all gone there,
there's absolutely no way. There's absolutely no
shit.
way we could have all gone to the same uni. I always say that. I always say like
Yeah,
it's a blessing in disguise that we all didn't go to the same uni, or at least unis in the same
yeah.
area. Like if you would have
If
gone
you went nuts,
and
Nottingham Trent,
like Trent and you would
Cov,
have gone.
yeah,
That Cov was never an option. Cov was never.
that was a mistake.
That was free up everyone who went to Cov. I know you still think it's fresh as flu, bro. It's AIDS. It's not fresh.
You guys are still fighting for jobs, like
It's not
You
COVID.
graduate 3 years.
People are like, oh man, I had that COVID before COVID. No, bro, you have AIDS. You're mutating
Yeah,
down as we speak.
COVID-16, bro. That's what you had.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
I remember I went up to DMU one time, for like one event, like one big event that they used to do, and like I
What
thought like,
stamina?
yeah, for stamina, I thought Brunel was a vibe in it, just because it was bigger than what I already knew, and like, but then when I went there, I was like, this is sensational. Like, this is sensational, bruv. Like, there's good food for everyone that wants to eat. Like, you don't have to be stepping on no one's toes. Like, you don't have to know no one. Like, yeah.
I went up the year before. So I went up the
Mm,
year when, because for those who don't know, we resat in it. Like we was
yeah.
all of us resat. So the year that everyone went to uni in our year, I went up to buck a few of my friends that went uni in it, like
Mm,
in the Midlands. And at that time, I made a conscious decision to say, I'm definitely not like going up uni up here. Like I have to go north or Quay, but I'm not going Midlands. Like the Midlands is a mistake.
right.
Bro, it just felt like ends like I said, there was too much good food.
Uh,
There was, there was
yeah.
too much good food. There was
Mm.
too much
There's
skullduggery.
black boys. There's bare black boys there. Like,
It was like I know for a fact, yeah. Like I didn't did I was I well behaved at uni? Absolutely not. But was I at least motivated to do my uni work? Some of the time.
yeah,
But
that's not
some of the time, bro,
bad.
I wouldn't have survived. I wouldn't have
Yeah,
survived. I would be dead right now.
yeah. No, I agree.
But also, look, I'm glad I
You
didn't
know,
go.
you
I
know,
was gonna go
like,
Quay.
what are you gonna
I was gonna go South Wales. That was like my
do?
second choice for planning my first choice. I wanted to go there.
Okay.
I just
Why?
felt like a vibes. It just felt like a vibes. There was
That's a dirty tea. It's me, mate. That's a scary
you
place.
know what it was, yeah? And this is the truth, yeah. I went to I went there and I was like, there's not gonna be any beanies here, man. Like
Mm,
there's not gonna be
mm.
any like
There's not gonna be any Barbies in the
there's
Rari.
not gonna be there's not gonna be no bad bees in Raris. It's not gonna be.
Mm,
And then I swear to God, yeah, we got off like
mm,
the train
mm.
and there was about 7 bad bees in the
Bruh.
induction thing. I'm talking about all
Mm, mm,
flavors.
mm,
I'm talking
mm.
about
Scrumptious.
from all the way from West
Man said
African.
mild all the way to hot, bro.
I'm talking about from West
Yeah,
African midnight all the
mm.
way to I don't season 2.
Swedish.
I don't even.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It was just
yeah.
flavors.
European things.
I
Yeah.
was like Vikings,
Yeah.
Slavic. You know what I mean? I was like this. I was
That's
like
a situations.
situation, predicament,
Yeah.
everything. I was like, this is the vibes. I was like, I'm catching the
Mm,
vibes. Here,
mm,
this is like a full vibes.
mm.
And then I just thought to myself, if I come here, I'm in
I'll never leave.
trouble.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
in
never leave.
I'm in serious trouble.
Yeah.
But I ended up
You
getting
know as well, like I'm glad I didn't go to a place where I could clean up, because
yeah.
you can't put food on a plate for man and expect him not to eat. Like
Yeah,
that's unreasonable. That's unreasonable. There needs to be some healthy competition, because
yeah. If I'd have gone, I
yeah,
know for a fact, yeah, the Dons were not saucy. Like the Dons were not.
yeah.
Like
Wow, serious.
when I went to like South Wales, I was like, these rugby Dons are not
Yeah.
saucing. Like I'm telling you
Mm,
right now, I would have been the com to where the student union was, to where the
mm,
town was, like where all the nightclubs were. I said
mm,
I would have been. I had it even all mapped out. I was like, I
mm.
would I'll be sourcing so much different beanies. It would be,
Mm.
there'd be
Man put
quick.
a mission plan together, bro.
I,
He
was-
said
I,
a double. He said that 700 hours I'll be here.
bro,
Then
the man was chatting to me about the course. I was like, I couldn't give two fucks about this course, bro. In my head, I was thinking, fuck this course. I was thinking to myself, boy, a boy.
we took in 3 courses
Oh,
and dessert. That's the only courses I want. I want that
but
food.
then Cambridge kind of got me because it was close to home. It was close enough to home, but it was far enough out of ends.
Yeah.
It was nice. There was beanies there,
Mm.
obviously. Man ended up marrying a beanie from there, so it was,
Jeez.
it's just well, yeah, man. It's how it happens. It's how
Mm.
it's how
Yeah.
things.
Same for Bruno, man. Like it was like 2 hours door to door public transport. Like one hour if you're lucky, like in the car. So it's like it was too far for my parents to want to come regularly, but close enough for me to come home if I wanted to, like of my own volition. So it's like I had my freedom without being totally stranded. You know what I mean?
That's how, do you know what? Yeah, I keep on saying this to my mom as well. You see, when I found out like in for like the first half of my first journey, I thought you could only
Mm.
get train. I thought you could only get train from London to Cambridge, innit?
Yeah.
And then obviously
Were you
bumping train.
spending big money
I was bumping
on?
train. I was just bumping train, bumping train, bumping train, bumping
Yeah.
train. And then one time I had to do flipping. I had to put my shoes on and run through central London cause I got the wrong train in it. Instead of getting
Mm.
off at the street, I went to Euston in it. And you see if you're
Mm.
trying to bump train at Euston, oh,
Mm.
forget about it. But luckily, for some reason, one of the barriers, like three of the barriers, were just open in it. I just
Yeah.
walked through, and I was just walking. Like, just walking, power walking
Yeah.
station because you got to go out of the stations to go down these stairs to go to the underground. And the guy was like, "Excuse me."
Yeah. Oh, you have to bust around the corner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, excuse me."
See ya.
And then he was like, "You in the red bag?" See, he said, "You in the red bag." And said it's a Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah, man
Out.
hit the
And I
turbo
said,
speed.
am I gonna be dumb enough to go down these stairs and go into the train station? Or am I just gonna S out into
Mm.
Euston, like into the town, and
Yeah.
then just
Yeah.
whatever train station comes up first, I'll just go in there. I
Yeah.
ended up on the Piccadilly line, didn't even know where I
Yeah.
was. I was just like, but once I
I'm
got on
I'm
the
I'm
train,
I'm yeah.
I can maneuver in it. I was thinking,
Yeah. I'm
I
gonna be
can't do
late,
that.
but I'll be there.
Yeah, I was like, feck, I can't bump train anymore. I can't bump train. And then
Mm.
I just seen coach for £4. I was like, yeah. This is a vibes. Like
If you're
that. This is
booking well, how long is it? And is it direct? Was it
yeah.
direct to you?
From Cambridge to Stratford as well.
Oh, that's a vibe. That's beautiful.
That's
How
a
long was that?
hour
Hour
and
and a half. That's quicker than train because you don't even have to get the train on the other end.
I know
Oh,
that
that's
and it was
sensational.
literally straight to Stratty and then young TFL row to
Mm-mm.
LEC. I was home. I was like, this is
Yeah, this is
oh,
better. This is way better.
I was like, but you see, yeah, it's just
Too
too
much
much
headache.
yeah, it's too much headache getting the train.
I remember like first like foundation year, first year I didn't drive in it, and then so I was taking train. It was like 2 hours door to door. I remember like the first time I came home, I was bringing like this fuck off like bag, bro. You know when a bag's so heavy, like it's making your actual shoulders and back ache to carry it.
Imagine you had the year seven. Imagine you had the year seven
Oh,
special.
man said I had the snail, like I had the snail shell on, bro.
Fair.
And like, and then yeah, no, it was just too much. And then like, luckily I started driving like, after that, and obviously the journey time went down. Just it was just easy to get about, but yeah, the mistakes that we were making was just it's too much. Even little things like when you're at uni, like people put you onto shit. Like I remember in my second and third year, people taught me how to like basically wash my clothes for free on campus, innit? Like you just have to
Oh,
twang the machines. Before that, I was spending big peas just to wash clothes. Like
It's when
Mistakes.
someone put me on, yeah,
Mm.
to the laundrette in it. There was a
Yeah.
laundrette, and I was like, obviously, man knew what a laundrette was in it, but someone was like,
Mm.
deep, yeah, it's 50p extra to go to the laundrette, but the laundrette drums are like this big, like they're like massive. You could just put all
Yeah.
your clothes there, as opposed to doing two washes for £1. I was like, you're
Mm.
right. I was like, you're right.
Mm.
I think I fucked up my clothes maybe once or twice,
Yeah.
trying to get the right wash, the right formula. But
Mm.
then
Mm.
after that,
Life hacks.
I was living la vida loca, and then obviously
Yeah.
I had friends in low places,
Mm.
so I started acquiring stuff that I needed. I was living, I was living a movie, man. Shit, I was living a fucking movie.
Like, I'm happy I went. Like, I'm so happy I went to uni just generally because
Mm,
I wasn't the finished article, but I was a lot less mature and I knew a lot less about life than I thought I did. Like, when you
mm.
when you come out of sixth form, you're like, fuck, sixth form was mad. I know everything now. I peeped the game, like I'm ready for life.
Yeah,
I wasn't ready for life,
you thought
man.
you had completed the game, but really you hadn't even
Yeah,
done the first level. You
nah.
had there was still big boss. There was still
That was just a tutorial to teach you the controls, bro. You didn't even know, like, you'd never played any of the game.
honestly, you think you've done it, and then they're like, level one.
Mm.
Like,
Mm. Nah, fantastic time.
oh, well, like I say, uni was a vibe. I couldn't do it
Yeah.
again though. Like I couldn't do it again. Like if someone said like now, like
Mm.
obviously, man's got real life responsibilities. So say if I
Yeah.
didn't, someone was like, oh, you should go and live it again.
Mm.
Hell no.
I don't have the energy, bro.
I
Like,
I don't have the capacity with that one
I don't
there.
have the capacity for that one. Like, I know there's still gonna be idiots on the course. I know it. Even if I go back now and do masters, I know there's gonna be some idiots that are gonna piss me off, and I'm gonna be like, why did I do this again?
Do you know what it is
Yeah,
though? It's
I
like,
don't fuck with it.
you know what I like about like you man, yeah, is that
Mm.
you see like you man was smart, but you weren't in your face smart. Like you weren't wassios in it.
Mm.
Like that was sick. But you see them try hard, Jay. You see if you're in uni first year,
Yeah.
you try hard,
Mm.
you're a fucking dickhead. And no,
Yeah.
definitely don't get girls if you're a try hard in first year, you definitely don't get girls.
No. Even
You're
even the nerdy girls don't want you.
even even the nerdy girls are checking for their dealer. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Uh
Mm.
that's a conversation for another day when
Mm.
there's more men. But
Yeah.
you see them girls at uni who were in the library first
Mm.
year, they thought they were bad. Did you know? You want
Mm.
to know why they're in the library? It's because do you know the only man that's up when libraries finish? When the libraries finish at 3 o'clock, it's the drug
Mm.
dealers. It's the
Yeah, it's
it's
true.
the real drug dealers.
It's true. Ground floor for us. It was ground floor library. Like, couple man with them little scooters before anyone else had the scooters.
Oh,
Yeah,
feck.
big
What was
shotters.
them hoverboard things?
Yeah, the Segway things.
Yeah, I
Segway.
remember man used to bang them. Yeah.
Yeah. What a life. What a life we've lived, man. It's a
What
great
a
time to be alive.
what a time, honestly.
They're still killing our people, but what a time, man.
Honestly, honestly, they're still incarcerating and killing our people, but you know,
This is way better than slavery. Like, this is way better.
this is why Harriet Tubman. This is why she ran.
Yeah,
You
man.
see that Underground Railroad? This is what it was for. You see when Rosa Parks was sitting down? This is what it was for.
If you hadn't done that, who knows where we could be, bro.
Honestly, who knows what kind of university experience we would have had?
Oh shit. I'd have had to sit all the way at the back of the lecture where I can't see nothing.
Dr. Uma would have been your.
Oh, Pan-African studies, bro. This guy
Fuck
would
sake. I can't stand that guy. You
fantastic.
know, yeah, people think I can't stand him because I'm in an interracial relationship, yeah, and
Mm,
he loves talking shit about interracial. I couldn't give a fuck,
does
yeah,
love
what his opinion is an
it.
interracial relationship. I just know, yeah,
Mm,
this guy's a fucking idiot. Like you know when someone's a fucking idiot, yeah, but
mm,
he's getting away with it because he's just like it's just like people are like, oh, this guy might know what he's talking about. Da, 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 da.
People love the entertainment as well.
Like it is like I don't get me wrong. You see the funny thing. You see,
Mm.
have you ever seen that thing? Like it'll pop up. Yeah, it'll be like like some like there's like a white girl and she'll be like, da, 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 and then next year Dr. Umar's face like no.
Yeah, it'll be like a white girl about to shake her bum and it just cuts to his face.
There was one of like this girl like she's in the crowd in it, and this guy like this it's like an American football game, and the guy must have run over her and like grabbed this thing and it said like, "Will you go to prom with me?" And like the girl was like, "Oh," like everyone was like she was all crying, and like she jumped in it, but when she jumped in him, legs was wrapped around him. Mad is giving him the rear naked choke, but the front naked choke. Boom. Then Dr. Umar. Oh fuck.
Like I like what he's saying. Like I like what he's trying to do. I get what he's trying to do, but some of his shit is just way too extreme. Like
it's not even way too extreme. It's just way too false. It's just way too false. It's like the narrative that he's trying to create is just not true. It's
no,
like
it's a bit delusional in some aspects.
Like the narrative that he tries to create is that he doesn't try to create equality. He tries to create black superiority.
Superiority is like pro and then pro black guys.
Yeah, there's pro black, which is very good.
And it's like black supremacy is like a bit weird.
Which is dangerous. You know what I mean? Like black supremacy is very dangerous because anytime any group tries to create a hierarchy where in the hierarchy they place themselves on top.
Yeah.
And are not open to debate about the hierarchy, it's dangerous.
Yeah, no, 100%. A lot of groups nowadays are
like
like
Dr. Umar's thing is that if you're a black man and you only date mixed race women, you're not black. If you date white women, you're not black. I was like, what the fuck?
But the facts say otherwise.
But what the you had mixed race children, you're not black. What? Well, hold on a minute. What does that mean?
What changed about me? Like
if you're living in Europe, you're brainwashed, John. You need to go back to Africa. I was like, you sound like them.
But he lives in America saying go back to Africa then.
I always say this, yeah. You see Dr. Umar when he got onto Daniel Kaluuya about him not
the whole yeah.
He's like,
he should have given it to like someone else.
Given it to an American because it wasn't.
We're blacker than that. Oh no, because he did an American accent in Queen and Slim, innit?
No, it wasn't Queen and Slim. It was it was Frederick. It was Frederick Jason something in the Black Judas and the Black Messiah, right? Where he played Frederick. He played Frederick Hampton. He was like a black activist, in it, who was snaked by his right hand man, and like, you shouldn't play, like he's British, you shouldn't play like black heroes, and I'm like, but he's just a better actor. Like British actors are better actors than American actors. It's just sorry, bro. Like
I don't think I've heard like an American actor do a convincing British accent.
All Americans who do accents, their accents are always shit. I've never seen an American do a good non-American accent.
Nope. No.
They're not good at it.
They're quite one-dimensional. A lot of them anyway.
But the moment everyone's all been waiting for, NK is a new man, as you see, he's sporting memorabilia from his club.
Wrong one.
Do you think? Right, so been a little bit of a management shuffle this last week.
There's been a bit of a
We'll
rotating
talk about
doors.
your team, Conte.
Mm. Mm.
Um, Conte to Spurs. How do you feel about that?
I feel like anyone was better than Nuno at this point. And that's no disrespect to Nuno. It's just the fact that like he he's just not the guy we needed, one, and he's just not as experienced as what we need right now. Like
Mm,
I think Conte has a very, very, very clear identity about who he is as a person, who he is as a manager, like what he expects and the
mm,
ways he's gonna go about doing it because he's achieved success everywhere he's gone. So he knows that what he's doing works.
mm.
And I feel like with Nuno, it was a bit like Frank Lampard. Like he didn't really have a clear identity about how he wanted to go about doing things. It
Yeah.
was a bit of chopping and changing, mixed messages. He didn't really instill confidence. He lost the dressing room. But I'm thinking, like, if you're a player, like, you can't help but respect Conte, and you can even see like just how he speaks. Like, there's this aura about him that like
Mm. No, for sure.
it's a bit magical. Like, it's a bit like the guy's transcended like human managerial status. He's a bit god tier as a manager. So it's like if this bunch of players can't get their shit together to pull their thumbs out of their asses to really like buy into his system, to really buy into what he's trying to do, then like what you said before, it is the players, isn't it? Like
Mm.
and more and more and more, it is seeming to be fair. Like with Nuno, I can understand as a player playing for a big club, a, a top six, whatever you want to call them club, that a manager that's just come from like Wolverhampton Wanderers. No disrespect to them, you're gonna be like, why is this guy here? It's a bit like why would Ronaldo listen to Ole?
Mm.
Like he's won more than Ole. Like he's done more. He's won more. He's a better player. Like I don't know. Like, I think Conte is good. I think Conte is good. I've seen like the green shoots of improvement. I think playing like a back three with wing back suits us.
Yeah.
I think it is difficult for some of the boys in the team, but that's just the nature of football. Like you can't make everyone happy, man.
For real.
Mm,
Kind of, you know. I think the key element is I think there's a term in NBA where they call it exploding or imploding the team.
mm.
They should have done that
What does
last
that term
season.
mean?
Um,
Letting people go and
getting them,
refreshing and
yeah, let go of some of your star players
mm,
in order to bring in new blood and
mm.
start.
I agree with
I think Kane sulking for the first 4 months of a season
that.
has put
Definitely.
or put you first 4 months, first 3 months, whatever it is of a
Mm,
season isn't great. It's just I think Harry Kane sulking, and it puts Nuno in an awkward position because you
mm.
got Harry Kane. Well, he's one of the best
Uh,
world football. That you'll get screwed. That
mm,
say he dropped Kane and he wasn't winning.
yeah,
It's like it's damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of thing. Drop Kane, don't win games.
yeah,
You can manager. He's not playing Harry Kane.
yeah.
Put
That's true.
but Kane still not give. He's not buying into your system and he's not playing well.
Yeah, you got to drop him. Like,
Yeah. I also as well think that I think managers who go from teams like Wolves, Everton, things like that, it's difficult because with Spurs, the ambition is to win every game, whereas Wolves as a club know that they're not going to win every game. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
the,
no, 100%.
the fans are not going to turn as quickly. Whereas, yeah, but I think Conte will do well for you lot
Mm,
if he brings a trophy. He's the best manager in Spurs history
mm.
behind Redknapp. Um. So yeah, I think he does well. What do you think about Eddie Howe to Newcastle?
I don't hate it. Like obviously, I don't know how much Eddie Howe was paid at Bournemouth. I would expect him to be a rich man, but I'd expect what they're going to pay him at Newcastle to be quite a life-changing amount. So even if he does this and flops, like because
It'll
I
be all
do think it is a bit of a poison chalice in that sense. Like with all that money behind you, like the expectations are going to be so high. But as a manager, Eddie Howe, like he hasn't really created like a hugely winning culture to my mind. Like,
Mm. I think the issue. I think Newcastle's first thing this season has to be staying in the Premier League. It just.
yeah,
I think if we look at their squad now, I say in 2 years,
mm,
one maybe two players survive. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
I don't think there's many players. Maybe three survive. The goalkeeper seems alright, but
But how quickly can that happen? Though?
I think they could. I think in January, if they buy 4 or 5 players, in the
Mm,
summer they buy another 4 or 5 players. The following January, 4 or 5 players. You're talking about then
mm.
15 players you brought in. Like
But are they gonna be able to sell all those players as well? Do you think?
I think, well, yeah, they will just offload them for. So like Saudis are not gonna like the money is not gonna be like, oh, you have to get fair market price for them
Mm,
because it's to balance the books. The books are balanced for life.
yeah, yeah. It doesn't. Yeah, they could just freeze people out. To be fair.
Yeah, they'll just say to you, look, they'll just say to them, listen, we want you gone. Um, tell your
Mm,
agent to get on the phone.
yeah,
We're accepting offers.
whoever's gonna take you.
Yeah, like go
Like,
where
yeah,
you want to go, but you can't stay here. You can't stay here. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Jamal Lascelles, I know he's a Newcastle lad. He needs to go. He's fucking shit.
yeah. He's like a worse version of Tyrone Mings, and
Uh,
that's saying something.
he's so dead. Them two ginger brothers as well. They need to.
The long stuff was.
They only play well against Man United. They play shit every other game, yeah. And then against Man United, they play.
Mm,
They turn into flipping Rolandinho and bloody prime Kaka. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
What the hell?
I mean, I feel like they're kind of like what football is about and like what it's not going to be about anymore. But like two boys come through the academy, like
Playing
brothers,
for
like both. Do you know what I
the
mean?
same
Like
blood club, yeah.
yeah, that's what football's about, man. But
Yeah, man, you can do that, man. For
yeah,
Colchester and
yeah, word.
this is the Premier League, man.
This is big monies.
This is the money. This is
Mm.
people are
Yeah,
paying
no, I hear you.
money to watch your team. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to be watching
Mm.
your team and you fucking got. You could have had, I don't know, Verratti and Tony Kroos, and instead you've got Matty and bloody the other brother Longstaff. You're thinking to yourself, what the hell?
Yeah.
Playing a for free with Jojo Shelby. You're thinking
Oh,
to yourself,
that's a calamity, bro.
pinging
That's not
through
good.
with Linton.
Sorry to those guys.
Like I
What do you
say,
think about like Ollie though?
I think Ollie's time has come. I think I think the problem with Ollie is that Ollie doesn't know what his best 11 is, and Ollie's not. Ollie's a bit of a coward. When the
Mm.
going gets tough, I think it's shown time and time again, which is why we've ended up being like moment FC in terms of we rely on people to have good moments within games, and Bruno Fernandez is step back from his scoring responsibility has become like a assist man, like a super assist man. Um,
Mm.
Mason Greenwood has gone backwards in terms of his progression. He's
And
become.
you think that's Ronaldo's fault?
I don't think it's Ronaldo's fault. I think Mason Greenwood feels like now, whereas
Mm.
if he was playing through the middle, right, he would have more opportunities as a striker to finish. Whereas when you're out wide, you have to kind of create a bit more chances for yourself.
Mm.
Whereas there's times where if he simply laid it off to people, chances would have been created. But he's just become overly like greedy. He's not shooting from everywhere and stuff like
Mm.
that. It's just bad. It's just bad for him. And yeah, I think Ollie. I just don't know if Ollie can coach the whole team anymore. Like I just don't. He hasn't got it
Mm.
in it. Like it's just not. Like, sometimes you
Yeah,
just got to
I
accept
respect him.
when the job is too big for you and you've done all you can. It's time to
Mm.
let someone come in now who's done it at
He's
this
got the
level.
next stage. Mm.
Yeah, but then we start talking about the manager from Ajax, and it's just like,
Yeah, this doesn't seem like a step forward.
yeah, like what do you mean? We let you not get Conte.
Mm.
There's not really any other managers out there that I can think of.
Not that are available now.
Just have to call Wenger.
Like I think like you should just like just stick with him for now because at least like you're somewhat stable, you know.
I think it's gonna get bad though. The problem is this. I always say to people, and I said it to people: be careful what you wish for. But I think it's
Mm.
gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad soon because if Ronaldo gets injured,
Mm.
fuck, like we are fucked. Jadon Sancho hasn't performed. It doesn't
Mm.
look like he is performing. We're playing a back three. We're playing a back five. Sorry, with a right back who is maybe one of the worst attacking right backs in the Prem.
Yeah,
So we
agreed.
have it's just we're trying to play two holding midfield players with two players who are not holding midfield players.
Mm.
It's just
The
yeah,
balance is a bit off at the minute.
yeah. We're not balanced, and we need someone to come in who has a clear system, who's not going to change the system halfway through a game just because someone gets injured. Like Varane gets injured, and now all of a sudden we switch to we switch back to the formation that we've been playing that hasn't won us games.
Mm.
Just, yeah, like I say, there's just no system. We need to maybe the
Yeah,
Ajax manager
you-
system. Maybe the
I,
Leipzig they have a system. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know, but it would have been nice to get Conte, and I think Conte would have been had a system. He would have been able to actually weed out some of the poor mentality players.
mm.
But it is what it is. Like I said, I don't know what we're gonna do to be honest. I think the whole Donny van der Beek situation is just it's stupid. I get it. You didn't want to sign him, but the alternative is that you keep on playing Fred and McTominay together. Fred and McTominay are not working.
Mm.
Why are you trying? Why are you not at least trying to play Donny van der Beek? Do you know what I mean? It's that I believe Donny van der Beek is good, but I believe his ball retention is far better than Fred.
I feel like when you guys don't play Fred and when you play Pogba sitting in the two with McTominay, like it's so much easier to see what Fred brings, and it's not a compliment to Fred, and I'm not trying to diss Pogba, but in terms of playing in the two, um,
But neither
like
one of
Fred
them.
is so much better,
I think in Fred, in terms of, I think Pogba's not defensive minded, which is a big issue.
and he's not mobile. Like he's just not
Yeah.
mobile.
Whereas I think Fred is able to get everywhere, but in terms of when he gets there, what he does,
He
it's just
doesn't do anything. Yeah,
not. It's like being an extra body, you might as well just not be there. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not Sunday league, like it's not lower league football. It's Premier League football. Like just having an extra body on the pitch is more a hindrance than anything else.
I feel like if you guys went and like, I don't think this would happen, but if you got someone like a Marco Verratti who is very mobile, can do that defensive work when needing to, but can also like move the ball, can pass, and had him playing next to like someone that's very defensive like McTominay, then you kind of get the best of both worlds.
Yeah, we like I say, I think there's capacity for Donny van der Beek to at least.
Do that.
Yeah, I think there is. I think I
Mm.
don't know, man. like I said, I don't think Ollie's the man for the job. I don't think Ollie. Like I said, he's done well. He's given us what he's given us. But
I think he's done very well, man. Like considering where you guys were as a club, like
I don't think we should undermine his work. But I also think
mm,
with the January transfer window, I'm very concerned that there's no. It doesn't seem like in terms of we're in a position where we can't even
yeah.
afford any big like holding midfielders or
Mm, there's no plan.
do you know what I mean? Into yeah, it's just it feels planless.
Mm.
But he's what
No,
he
I
is.
get what you mean. Yes, it's a long time ago. Not a long time. A couple since Poch left, I've kind of like said, you know what? I'm not so emotionally invested because there's just no point unless you're like
Poch is coming back
Chelsea
anyway.
or City.
Poch,
Maybe when Conte leaves and the club is
yeah,
in complete ruins, bro, then
I think I think PSG is just not the club for him. I think PSG is too big a job for anyone. I don't know who can fix
yeah, it's a poison chalice.
it.
No.
It's just that is the poison chalice of all poison chalices because
Mm,
it's a club with so much money they
mm,
should be winning the Champions League. But the problem
it's,
is that Chelsea play well in the Champions League.
it's
Liverpool
other big clubs.
beat Bayern.
Mm.
Um, and
Like you've still got teams like Juve, other
Juve,
teams like Atalanta that will give you a good fucking game.
Ajax give you good games. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? You've got to beat these teams like
group
like
stage and then home and
yeah,
away.
group stage, and then on the last 16, you've got two games. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's, yeah, and
yeah, it's
even
not easy.
with and even like you've got Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, Ramos, Marquinhos,
Mm, mm,
Verratti. Um, they've got everyone, and
mm,
it's like oh, it's still not working. Like what the hell?
mm.
But yeah,
Yeah, it don't make no sense, bro. But anyway, that's a conversation for a different day, bro.
that is the conversation. Yeah, man. For everyone asking, join my church. My church is
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
very soon.
What's
Um,
the church called?
the church is called bring your wallet in it.
Bring your wallet. BYW.
BYW
BYW Church.
BYW Church.
Mm,
You can find us on MySpace and Bebo.
mm, mm,
All checks. We only accept cash. For
mm.
obvious reasons.
And we'll know if they're marked. We'll know. We'll know if the
Yeah.
notes are marked. So don't
Listen.
even try.
Um, if you, I've got. If you do want to pay by card, I do have a Swedish account, so
Mm.
we could
We
send
can
it
make
there,
that happen.
or we could send it to my account in the Cayman Islands. Definitely make it happen. Yeah, man. We-
Make it work.
I'll be listen up for an umbo, baby. That is it.
Mm-hmm.
This is it.
Antagonizing in Essex.
I'm slapping and slapping, fam.
Yeah, I
Um,
love it, man.
listen, free pass to Toby. He's not in jail, but
He
is he?
might be soon.
Have you not seen it was his birthday today?
Nah, I didn't see. I haven't been on socials
Filming
like
on
that.
filming on my idol, Pastor Toby's birthday.
Jesus,
Pastor Toby, the goat.
he's the man, bro.
Before we go, we've got we've got a dilemma. We
Mm.
have got a dilemma. Um, I think I've got the ick. Is the title of it.
Oh my
Um,
God.
it's sent to me by a male friend who asked to be kept anonymous. Um, so here we go. I think I've got the ick. Just little things that my girlfriend does really weirds me out. If she does weird things like I walked in on her the other day clipping her toenails. I was like, what the fuck is this? I was actually really weirded out by it. I didn't know what to do, so I kind of just laughed and left. Um, the other day I caught her and she had spot cream on her face. It it wasn't for me. I don't know what it is. We've been dating for 6 months, but I feel like we should she be this comfortable? Heck,
It's kind of wild, man.
you hate her. That's what it is. You just hate her.
What's the living? I don't like the sound of her breathing. Like, what?
You don't like her. It's not that you like her. You don't like her.
Is that the whole thing?
Ain't nothing gonna be Jove. It ain't
Is there
nothing
more?
gonna. Yeah, that's it.
Oh my god.
You don't like her.
Bruv, yeah, you don't like her, bro.
You just don't
Stop
like her.
being childish, bro.
Yeah, man. Just listen.
As long as that pum pum is slippery like black ice, bro.
Oh,
Why do
man.
you care, bro?
That's them black eyes. You know how slippery that thing is. Ah, man said it's slippery like tuna oil.
As long as it's slippery like dolphin skin, bro. Why are
Nah,
you worrying yourself about?
man said off rip. Man said it's wax floor, like wax laminate
Yeah, man.
flooring.
Yeah,
Man said
man. You
you
might slip
can
and break your
perfectly
head, bro.
fine.
As long as it's slippery like that, why do you care about that foolishness, bro?
Fact. Man said FaceTimed her with the spot cream and that gave him the ick. Yo, what's yo,
Yeah,
man?
you're childish. Only girls get the ick, bro. For me,
Grow up.
like, because obviously there's gonna be things that jar you out, but are you so crazy that you think there aren't things that you do that jar her out,
Uh,
but you're the one talking about it? Like that's crazy to me. Like you're not perfect, bro. No one's perfect.
oh, did you see that thing on Twitter about the icks?
I see bare like threads like that. I just
The ick thing was killing me.
mm.
Hold on, wait. What's women's top icks? Women's top icks. I swear I had it saved.
I saw one the other day. There's one girl talking about where she sees like bum cracks. Like if a guy's getting out of the car and she sees like the bum crack, she gets the ick. Like
Oh, there's some that I've seen. Someone was like, oh, someone said, "What's an ick? Holding an umbrella is enough to give me the ick. If the umbrella turns inside out, they're never seeing me again."
that's funny.
I'm gonna let the rain hit my head. Fuck off.
So what?
Um,
I need to have a hood and a hat like all the time.
Running up the stairs in all fours.
She dating 8-year-olds. What the fuck? I used to do that like religiously. I was quick up those stairs as well, man.
I don't know the speed that you can
The
get up the
speed, bro.
stairs. Oh, flip, 99 agility.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, what's the other one? I was sitting with my man on the train and he started sitting cross-legged. Safe to say, we didn't last longer after that.
What?
Man, you were sitting cross-legged on the train. Oh, flip.
Yeah, I can understand that one actually. That one's a bit wild. I don't cross-legged thing. Eesh.
Pressing the traffic light button, waiting for the green button. These guys are idiots. These guys are
Yeah.
idiots. Oh,
You what? Like you lot just need to say that you hate men as well because
yeah, honestly.
like just say it. Like it's fine. We know it already. We're just waiting for you to say it because this
Flip.
is crazy.
What? Some of these are fucking shit. Falling over in public.
Nah, you're taking a piss because girls are hella clumsy, bro.
Someone said after eating spaghetti and they have that little orange stain in their mouth. That's pure hatred. That is pure hatred.
These lot are
Oh,
just on something different, bro.
this one is the worst. wearing a dressing gown or wearing a t-shirt with no boxers.
Who are these girls dating? Winnie the Pooh, bruv. Who are you lot dating? What's going on?
Is he Hulk Hogan or something? Is he Ric Flair? Imagine
These situations.
fuck,
Who are you dating?
I have to see the men's icks. The men's icks must be better than this.
Nah,
Some of these icks, yeah.
they don't happen. Surely not.
22 things do that are actually icks. Lad share stuff. There we go. Lad share stuff. Give girls that. Oh. Leggings with flares. What the fuck is the point?
Who writes this?
Girls who buy their clothes off Depop. It's not a personality trait.
Oh,
They're on to them. Oh,
these are personal attacks for some people, bro.
Chipped nail varnish. Why?
Never cared about that.
Oh, chipped nail varnish. Where the girl sings and they get the words wrong.
Whose mind is this?
Heck. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's just loaded. Hold on. Oh my god.
This is how I know the streets are cold, you know. The streets are terrible.
Oh, freezing. I need to find more because that was a shit one. I need to.
These are
Some
the
of the
things
girls
that people are getting upset about, bro.
The worst one was someone said about when they drop something and the wind keeps on pushing it away and they keep on trying to pick it up. Oh, that's so. That is fucked up. What's guys? Yeah. Had the ick. What's your biggest ick?
Who, me?
Yeah.
What's something I'm just like, oh fuck, can't take that. It sounds silly, like I don't like. Mine's actually a serious one. Like I don't like aggression.
There's no passion. There's no aggression.
Like this, and this is like on God. Like if I'm dating someone and they get up in my face like man them, like bruv, my whole sex drive goes out the window. I'm like, I can't be with you. I can't be with you. Like, it's such an unattractive, icky trait for me. Like, and I feel like for a girl, like, it would be the same as like
the chewing gum one come up a few times.
Wait, what? Oh, what? Girl spitting their chewing gum, kicking it.
That's an ick for me as well. Who are you, fucking Prime Measure Ozu?
Bro, I can't even imagine that happening. Like, that's so foreign to me. Like,
fuck off. No, let
me
tell you something, girls, says, if you think back to the times you've ever done that, if you spat chewing gum out, right, above the age of 11, and you volleyed, even imagine they missed as well.
Have you no shame?
No. Some girl said when they walk back from their turn in bowling and they've hit 2 gutter balls. Ah!
Oh, I'm triggered.
Nah, that's fuck off. When they push a pool door. Oh my god! I thought this was only me, yeah. You see what, yeah? You see, like before, yeah. Like obviously, when I was in my serious future bag, yeah. You see when girls tried to like, obviously, man tried to do the gentleman thing in it and hold the door. But you see if you push the door and it clearly says pull on it. And you push it twice. If you push it twice, you're a psychopath as well.
Like, you know them people that like be getting angry with the door, like Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, just read the door, bruv.
Fuck's
What the
sake.
hell?
When he said, I've got on my new shoes, I'm just breaking them in. Oh, what the fuck?
Nah, word. Who are these people dating? Like,
Oh, when he says his jokes just a little bit louder because no one laughed the first time and he thought they didn't hear him. Oh, these people, there's hatred. There's true hatred in this world.
I don't know who these people are dating.
When the roller coaster worker tightens his seatbelt, what the fuck? They, they want us to die. Okay, ladies, you've had your fun now, but just
Yeah.
say you want us all to die and just be done with it. Don't tell
Just
us
say
that
it.
your ick is seeing us follow basic health and safety.
Yeah. Like, I'd rather you guys died than I got the ick. Like, what the hell?
What the fuck? That's so funny.
Mm.
That is so funny. Oh man. Sick. But yeah, very good episode. Hopefully next week we'll have
The full squad.
Decods will be back. Hopefully Major will be back. We have to free Hefe from incarceration.
Mm.
He's locked up right now. He's locked up. Won't let him out. Ooh. They
He'll
won't
be
let
back.
But he'll be back, man. He'll be back. Hopefully soon, like I say, in the new year. I know everyone wants to know when we're gonna do an episode together. And when we do, we'll try and bring people on as well. Like I say, the vibes of us
Shit, that was sick.
in the same room, unmatched, absolutely unmatched, the
I,
unparalleled vibes.
I think if we're all like in the same place and we can actually find like a space, and like we should just shoot like on the weekend. And I think we should just like say we shot one thing in the morning, like 11, do like a 2-hour thing, then like break for lunch, like have one guest there. Like we should just shoot like a couple episodes and just bring different people on.
Yeah, no, I think it'll be a vibe. I think I think like I said, I think our vibes are super unmatched, and if we can find other people to jump on and match our vibes. Stop messaging me to jump on the podcast if you got nothing to say. I want to come on the podcast. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
I don't know anything. You flipping rodeo clown. Just get out of here, man. I just want to talk about anything, man. I want to talk about anything.
Like you need like be an expert in your field, or like be a respected member of the community.
Or just be, even if you want to just talk about being a delinquent, then be a fucking delinquent. Do you know what I mean? But don't just say anything.
Yeah.
I think we are, man. But
I haven't got time for that foolishness, man.
Honestly, I want to stop working a 9 to 5. So, everyone who's listening, you've got two options. You can either stream my music, or you can join my church. But
No evil.
either way, I'll be making this money, whether you like it or not. I'll be like I say, I'll be. There's so many brands. What's that? Sportif Loco. I'll be rocking that. I'll bring back Sportif Loco for sure.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
I'll be gallivanting in Gola. That's what I'll be doing.
Gallivanting in Gola, yeah. I would say gallivanting in Gucci, but you can wear Gola.
Oh, listen, I'll bring back the Gola. Was it Gola 90s? They had the little circle on them.
Oh no.
Do you know what? Yeah,
hate.
I thank God my parents never let me buy those. I'm so thankful. I had a pair of Umbro, you know, the basic Umbro. It just had the diamond thing,
the logo
and black. That was it. No fancy
with straps or laces.
Laces.
Ooh, sound bad, my boy.
That was it. It's just a leather shoe. It's just a leather shoe. That was it. They might as well just stuck studs on my church shoe.
Um,
Oh,
Jesus.
that's the
That's
what.
like the Pez boot. Like I haven't bought the rights for anything. Like
Oh, that one is still unlocked.
yeah, man.
I was wearing
Jesus.
those and people wearing mercurials, you know. You know when everyone had that stage of wearing mercurials.
Yeah, even I had Mercurius. I had no pace. What was I
Huh?
doing in Mercurius?
You know what? And then I remember my brother gave me a pair of Predators.
Mm.
You know the Predators with the strap underneath. It's a go
With
under.
the sand in the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. But you see my older brother. Yeah, this guy used to have boots galore, but he was serious about
Mm.
football. I wasn't
Mm.
serious.
Oh, we should have a football session as well. Like I'd enjoy that.
That'd be
We should
sick.
we
I
could do
don't know. I
some
haven't got.
challenges and film it if you want.
Oh, that'd be so lit. If we did like, I'd love to do cross my challenge, 5 shot challenge.
Mm. Yeah, penalties.
Not if we our 5 shot challenge would be hilarious.
Yeah,
And you see if anyone beat Major, oh feck, he would be.
Major will cry, bro.
That would be the last we see of Major. You know, he would never chat to
Yeah.
us again. If one of us beat him in a 5 shot challenge, he'd be there. He'd be furious.
He wouldn't accept it.
Now we have to run it back. We have to do it again.
Yeah,
Next week we'll do it again.
I would delete the whole footage.
Man said, I forgot the click start. Oh well, my bad. Oh heck.
Yeah, man, it'll be good to link up soon.
Yeah, man, definitely. Like I said, New Year plans, so
Mm.
there's things happening. Guys, start fucking subscribing to the YouTube, or else I'm not uploading. Flipping. What? What's the glasses, my boy? What's the glasses, my boy?
These are my new friends, my boy.
This guy's got the clear frames. Man said he's got the science. when you've got Andre 3000 concert after school.
I'm too sexy for regular glasses, bro. I'm
Oh,
too sexy for these glasses.
remember, like
Yeah.
in school, yeah, we used to have like science in it. You had chemistry.
Mm.
I used to have like the
The safety goggles.
the safety goggles, yeah. But then sometimes you used to get the ones with like the actual glasses in it.
Yeah.
That's not the clear frames are. Listen, you are on the next level of flexing now. This is another level of flexing.
I'm Drake now.
Man said, I'm gonna have clear. You bitches can just have whatever lens. I'll just have clear.
Bro, I'm honestly getting to that stage where I don't care what anyone thinks about anything that I do anymore.
That's what I said. If you catch me wearing slazzing chart at at my local room, don't look at me in any type of way. I'll wear whatever I want. Don't think for you. I'll break my account.
Is it your money that bought these glasses? I don't think so. It's my money.
Like I said, until you start, like I said, if you subscribe to my church,
then you might have a say.
No, even then you would have a say.
It's in God's hands.
If you come to my church and try to say anything, just shut your mouth and fill the collection plate. And make sure that you bring your wage slip as well. I don't want anyone short-changing you.
Yeah, I need to see monthly what you're earning.
I need to know exactly. I've got accountants that will be able to tell you what the minimum that you can live on. How much exactly of this wage do you really need?
I need your gateway login, bruv. I want to see your real taxes. I know some people having some side hustles.
I need you to bring utility bills. I need you to bring. Even if you're doing there on the side, I need you to start printing receipts and invoices.
Everything.
And you're on the creator fund. I need to know how much. I need to see all of your financial history, and then I'll decide how much of that you actually need. And then I'll make you work harder, even if you do overtime at your job.
You can't ever do enough overtime for God.
Honestly, I'm not saying you can buy your way to heaven, but starting
money,
like I say,
it sure helps.
One way to find out, isn't it? Yeah.
Jesus could come for us at any time, man. You gotta be ready.
Honestly, and if you have you paid your tithe,
Mm,
Pastor
you gotta
Toby,
be ready.
if you could buy your way to heaven, Pastor Toby is clear. Pastor Toby's got a limousine waiting for him to drive.
This guy's got express ticket at Fort Park is what he's got into heaven.
Honestly, this guy's queue jumping. This guy's got he's got queue
Cutting the
jumping.
queue.
Man says he's looking at you like you dusty people.
Yeah, said I've been
Oh,
working. Anyway, bro, I'm
anyway,
gonna chop out in it.
yeah, work tomorrow.
Yeah,
Grind
yeah, yeah. The grind and stuff. Love, bro.
Love, love.
Later.